loved the whole wiener card idea. JC Storm, somebody obviously who did not like the fact that Jamal started selling wieners, attempted to insult Jamal Travis, and here tonight, they're going to tangle in the ring to settle their differences. Now, here's two men, JC Storm and Jamal Travis, who broke in the wrestling industry together. They broke in, as you might recall, as a tag team. They got along great. They did a lot of good things together. And apparently, they got some drama now over a wiener. I mean, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Envy. Wiener Envy will do it every time. I
thought the drama over wieners always was a female thing, but apparently here in the ACW, Jamal Travis and JC Storm, it's a male thing?
I guess it's a sense of pride. I don't know. I mean, it's trying to see who's got the bigger wiener, I guess. Like I said, wiener envy. Who makes the greatest tasting wieners? I don't know.
Gotta hit those friends list stuff. Teleport your friends, your enemies, their cats, their dogs, your side can, everybody you could think of. Get them in here. Remember, they'll need a ticket, but I promise you the ticket process is painless. It takes 2 seconds. You could walk near the ticket booth, which is right there in the main hallway, and the guy out there standing, he's going to throw a ticket at you. You don't even have to pay. It's free.
Hand it right to you.
It's free. He hands it to you. You take 2 seconds, you click attach, and boom, done. Doesn't get any simpler than that.
Not even going to ask for any ID.
We have an amazing concession stand out there to your right of the entrance. Liquor is being served, popcorn is there, hot dogs are there. Now, Jamal Travis has put that hot dog cart away. He's actually going to get in the ring and compete, but that does not mean the phenomenal wieners are still not for sale. Jamal Travis style hot dogs are for sale at the concession stand.
Yes, reminds me of a commercial when I was a kid. No old jokes, please. Thank you. Absolutely.
As I said, we are 13 minutes away, Voodoo, from the very first ACW free per-view, and it's really free because you're wearing that ticket. You didn't pay nothing for it. Free per-view. And I couldn't be more excited.
I can tell. You have that absolutely
crackerish voice, right? I mean, the auctioneer style. When I start getting auctioneer, that means I'm excited. Camera Kitty is here. Camera Kitty understands how big this event is. First ever ACW event for Camera Kitty, and she picked the right one to show up at.
The Strange following is here, I see.
Kyle Strange has apparently a huge supporting in the Second Life Wrestling world, and good thing for him is he's going to open the show, so his fans are going to get a taste of Kyle Strange right off the bat. As soon as that intro goes off, Kyle Strange is going to come out here. He's going to tangle Mr. Hollywood. And that falls count anywhere match. Remember, fans, as I said, falls do count anywhere in that matchup. So they could end up wrestling right in front of you. We ask that you back away and move out of the way, because if they hit you, then I'm sorry, we're not insured. So if they hit you, you get hit, you get hit. That's all there is to it. The match is still going to continue. Yeah.
What happens if one of them back body drops someone over, tries to back body drop somebody over this barricade, and they end up botching, and they get impaled on the retaining fence?
Then I mean, we don't have murder insurance either, and I guess somebody would have to call the cops.
Yeah, because that is a...
It's a very deadly-looking barricade, but we are in hell, Voodoo Cooperstone. Remember that. This is hell. I mean, this is what I imagine hell to look like, at least. I mean, absolutely. There are people out there that may have a better understanding and idea of what hell should look like, but that's not me.
Okay.
Getting your phone ready. See, Andrea out there getting her phone ready. Dial 911. Get the paramedics on speed dial. Unfortunately, when we booked the Falls Count Anywhere matchup, we forgot to book paramedics. So, I mean, if somebody gets hurt in any phase of this evening contest event, then I hope they have somebody who cares about them to call the cops. Because
exactly. And Jack, I don't think Andrea has N11 on her phone, so she gets confused.
Oh. Well, you just press 9 and then number 1 twice.
Yeah, camera robot avatar. Exactly.
I mean, there's some very
Just
smart
like
fans
whatever you
there.
want.
She can't find the 11. She's still looking for her pretty or her shiny, whatever. Speaking of pretty, Brie Fox, the psycho in the house. You can only imagine what she's going to do locked inside of a
I haven't
cell.
had anybody ask any questions
Yeah,
yet,
exactly.
but I'd
Yeah,
like
I
to open
mean,
the floor for
what's
people
going to happen? Will her and Chrissy form another alliance, or will they go at it?
Well, I mean, that's a very good question, considering the fact that Brie Fox did come to the aid of Kristen just a few short weeks ago. You were there at ringside calling the action when Kimberly Lanata and Kayla Neer attempted to brutally assault the women's champion, but Brie Fox had a different plan. She came out there, she made the save, and stood tall at the end of the match, did the women's champion. But now the tables are reversed. I mean, it's every woman for herself inside of that cell. It's the women's championship. So
Man's getting charged, buddy. Getting all charged up because in 10 short minutes, all the action is about to commence.
still plenty of time to pack the Apex Arena, the brand new Apex Arena, I may add. It looks beautiful. Don't forget the merchandise store to the right of that beautiful, beautiful haunted set.
Excuse me.
You can buy the gear of your favorite ACW wrestler or commentator, and very soon, Steve Austin t-shirts. I mean Boston. I said Austin. I said Austin. I said what? Oh my God, I'm intimidating her. You know, I'm like trying to be WWE here. Shit happens. Anyway, nevertheless, the merchandise of your favorite superstar, commentator, or referee is all going to be available inside that store. And the good part about that stuff is, I mean, if you're female and you buy a Kyle Strange shirt, you have a male friend, you could go ahead and pass him a copy of that shirt because it comes in male and female version, and it's transferable. So you only have to buy it once. Not trying to break your pockets.
That's an excellent Christmas gift.
Makes sense. I mean, exactly. I mean, Christmas right around the corner. I mean, Halloween may be a few short days away, but I am already looking forward to Christmas because Halloween ends here tonight with HELLoween.
That's right. And somebody says trick or treat, you could also put one in their trick or treat bag.
CC Voodoo is just a man of wisdom. 8 minutes away from the start of HELLoween. We're going to start the show off, ladies and gentlemen, with a Falls Count Anywhere matchup for the Apex Championship. So teleport your friends in there. That's bound to get interesting. I mean, there are so many places in this arena that they could fight it. On top of, I just hope to God that nobody lands on that barricade like you were saying in Voodoo. Saying. Because, I mean, Kyle's girlfriend is in attendance, and if he accidentally lands on top of that barricade, it's not going to be a happy Halloween.
No, well, it may be a happy Halloween for Mr. Hollyweird, so.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you said Mr. Hollyweird, because that's exactly what he is, weird.
And I see a cemetery over there as well. Is there any open graves?
Yeah, I tried ordering tombstones with the name Voodoo Cooperstone on it, and for some reason they wouldn't print it.
How come? Here lies Voodoo Cooperstone's career.
There lies the bear. We could have put a big bear trap.
Yeah, here lies the... Yeah. That'd be a pretty freaky.
It would have been great.
Yeah. Sure would have.
But they said, nope, that's not happening. So never. Graveyard on one side of the ring, and then on the opposite side, we got a swamp or a pond. So, I mean, very interesting setup, to say the least, for HELLoween.
Yeah.
My question is, will Kyle or Mr. Hollywood attempt to drown the other inside of that swamp back there? Because that's perfectly legal.
Yeah,
in the Falls Count Anywhere matchup. So you got to ask yourself, what are these two men actually going to do? Both of these men obviously want to cement their name in ACW history. Both of these men want to walk out of here as the first ever ACW Apex champion. So
ACW, yes.
So there's definitely no limits. Go ahead.
But that water over there looks a bit putrid. It's a bit
Yeah,
green.
well, I mean, it's nothing nice. I'll tell you that. I mean, I won't go near it. I mean, you can. Kyle and Mr. Hollywood obviously will. Crystal, who gets the opportunity to make her wrestling refereeing debut for ACW here, she's going to have to follow these guys around everywhere they go in this arena. So if they happen to go over there, then I feel sorry for her because she's going to have to go near that. And I mean, you just look at it and it's like, no, it's a no-fly zone for me. I'm just saying.
I don't like heights.
I am absolutely terrified of heights. So it's a good thing that I did not have to myself officiate that matchup, because if somehow, some way, they climb that ladder, which is strategically placed at the side of the store, and end up at the top of that store, I would stand there at the bottom and say, nope, I'm not going up there.
My ass is staying firmly to the ground.
Exactly. 4 minutes away from ACW HELLoween. Teleport your friends, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, this event does require a ticket. You will need to be wearing that ticket in order to remain on the sim. If you do not have a ticket on, you could obtain one by attending the main lobby. Just walk near the ticket booth. It'll send you one automatically. You have 2 minutes to attach that ticket. Otherwise, you'll be sent home by the ticket system. It's a quick and painless process. And somebody apparently broke their seat. I don't even think we have maintenance here.
No, maintenance is not here tonight.
So,
crowd getting anxious.
everyone's ready to roll. They're ready to roll.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like,
Yeah.
HELLoween is here. 3 minutes away. Remember, tickets, folks. You do need them on. Teleport your friends. Get them here. Don't need a ticket, too, but there you go. Cheer and get excited.
That's right. We like to hear that kind of stuff.
It's allowed here, believe it or not. I mean, you could have fun here.
We don't allow people to sit on their hands.
Yeah. I mean, but if you are sitting down, please make sure you sit on this. Oh my God! Versus apparently it's a 3 count before the show starts. We are 3 minutes away. Yes, sources. I mean, that was right. 3 minutes away from the start of HELLoween. So
3 minutes till
3 count indeed.
HELLoween. I'm getting revved and anxious. Yes, somebody whistled for you, Jack. You guys gonna start making some noise now? Or are you gonna wait till the music hits? Thank you.
Let's get as loud as you can. No reason not to.
I mean, the Russells are in that haunted house. They've been cooped up in there all night long, just trying to do who
Making
knows
that noise
what.
the entire event.
King Nerd's here.
Whatever,
2 minutes away, Voodoo Cooperstone.
Oh, yes, sir. 2 minutes away. Can't get here quick enough. And Camera Kitty, if that guy to your left gets out of line, just smack him upside his head. Oh.
60 seconds. Voodoo, we're going to hell. I'm taking you with me, and we're going to come back out of it. I promise you that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't say the same for everybody. I can't say the same for everybody else competing here tonight, but I know one thing. At the end of the night, I will be able to say I went to hell and I made it out.
That's right. You made it. And you made it, you made it, you made it. Here we go. I like it when people get charged up. Just one.
You got to get charged up and fire. I mean, I obviously am. I'm about to have a heart attack. Well, Rama, that's your personal, yeah, I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, less than 60 seconds away from ACW HELLoween. We will see 4 matches here tonight. 2 of them will take place in a cell. 3 of them for a title. Let's get the show on the road.
That's right. I was going to say Hell left with him, too, so. Woohoo! Here we go.
Pretty fancy lights going there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if that wasn't one of the creepiest intro videos that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, absolutely. My hair on my arms were standing right up.
Standing right up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ACW HELLoween. Welcome to the very first ever ACW free preview right here, the best wrestling action each and every week. In Second Life tonight, we're going to see 4 great matches with the Cooperstone, as I said, and we've talked about throughout the pre-show. The main event features 2 brothers who, for the last 2.5 months, have been at one another's throats. And finally, tonight, we're going to throw them in a cage, not only in a cell, but we're going to surround that ring with fire, too. And these 2 men have no other option other than to get at one another and finally settle things in that ring like 2 men should.
Yeah, I've seen enough ducking and running from these 2. I mean, interjecting their little bits here and there. It's finally good to see them in the ring squaring off.
It's something that is going to make history, as one of those 2 men will be able to say that they made history. So it should further their sibling rivalry a little bit and give one of them at least some bragging rights over the other, as one of them are going to leave as the first ever ACW World Champion. Speaking of championships, we're going to start the night off right here, right now. Mr. Hollywood and Kyle Strange are going to tangle with one another in that ring. 2 weeks ago, Mr. Hollywood was assigned the role of special guest referee for a match that saw Michael Carson and Kyle Strange tangling. Mr. Hollywood screwed for some reason, unbeknownst to us. Took it upon himself to screw Kyle Strange out of that matchup. And here we are tonight. These 2 men are going to tangle. General Manager Rockmael Constantine decided to, we're going to create a new belt and give it to these guys. So one of these guys are going to make history of themselves. Hollywood and Kyle Strange will be making history themselves here tonight. Jamal Travis and JC Storm will battle each other in a battle of wieners, I guess.
Battle of the wieners.
But, So I mean, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, if you want the show to start, if you are ready for ACW HELLoween, then we need you to get loud. This is a free preview. This is the very first free preview ever. We don't need silence. This ain't a damn library. Make noise the entire show.
Make Jack talk faster and get all excited.
Yeah. Make me pop a blood vessel. And no arteries, nevertheless, ACW HELLoween. And here comes the strange one, Voodoo Cooperstone. It only gets stranger when this guy comes out. I get weird and...
Oh yeah, this music is just definitely very, very eerie. I tell you what, he stands in at 6'4". He weighs in at 215 pounds, hailing from Providence, Rhode Island. Fellow New Englander, I give you Kyle Strange.
He's a very strange individual.
That's right.
That music just gives you goosebumps.
Oh yeah, I've got them.
As I said, Voodoo Cooperstone, Kyle Strange has a very big following here in the arena, at least in the Apex Stadium arena. there's a huge Kyle Strange supporting here tonight.
Oh yeah.
And,
What do they call them? The strange ones or something like that?
Strangers.
Following? Yeah, the strangers. Good.
Second on the creepometer, according to Rama Yoshiro, longtime Second Life nursing home resident.
Burn. It's Halloween. Things are allowed to burn.
Yeah, well, you get tricks, and then you get treats, and I don't know what this match is going to have in store for us, but hopefully it's a treat.
Hopefully.
And,
it could be a treat for either one of these two men.
Mr. Hollywood seems to be playing peekaboo now here.
I think he's going out trick-or-treating is what he's doing. And everybody just keeps getting him a bag of rocks. He's got a bag full of rocks.
It's a bag of rocks. Like I said, Voodoo Cooper's done this match 2 weeks in the making. I mean, it doesn't seem like a very long time, but in Second Life wrestling rivalries that happen overnight even could lead up to the biggest and most anticipated matches.
Mm-hmm.
So,
now, are we ready for Mr. Hollywood? Or Holly Weird?
Holly Weird is about to make his grand entrance. See, he waits for a light in the camera, as you know.
Oh, yeah. You can introduce this guy. I refuse. I'm kidding. He stands in at 6'4". He weighs 245 pounds, hailing from Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. I hear ya, Mr. Holly Weird.
Mr. Hollywood obviously loves making people wait. One of the longest entrances in Second Life professional wrestling.
It's the glitz, it's the glam, it's all that.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when these two men finally do lock up, the entire arena is their ring. Falls count anywhere in this arena. Crystal has the lovely task of following these two men around and looking for a pinfall or submission. And you never know, Voodoo Cooperstone. It could very well end on the roof of the set.
That's true. Is he dressed as a Ghostbuster? He's making
Hollywood. He's definitely got a sound strategy, as I said. Love him or hate him, Mr. Hollywood is one of the smartest men in Second Life professional wrestling. And that's all there is to it, bar none. Here's a man who barely has lost the entire time he's been in ACW. I think he's lost once. Every other match he's been in, he's found some way, shape, or form to pull off the victory. Mm-hmm. And if everything goes according to his script, because he scripts everything, then he will cement his name in ACW history by becoming the first ever ACW Apex champion.
Yeah, but the thing is, they may go off script, and it's not guaranteed.
Well, I mean, if it's off script, you throw him a curveball. Now Hollywood obviously running for dodge, going underneath the ring, hiding somewhere now, making Kyle Strange wait even longer.
That could be to either one's benefit, actually. I mean, it could be Hollywood playing his little typical mind games, and I don't think you can get really into that head of Kyle Strange. I think he's been through enough.
Well, I mean, he definitely is a person who escaped from a mental asylum. So I don't know, as you said, how much of getting into his head you could actually do. I mean, here's a guy who was born with a facial defect, so his entire life has been quote-unquote different from what the normal is, and he's taken it and somehow made it to his advantage, where many people kringle and crunch and fall down. Kyle Strange does not let that affect him now. As you can see, he's out there yelling and screaming for Hollywood, and he's ready. Kyle Strange is ready, Voodoo Cooperstone, to get things on his
he's chomping
way.
at the bit. You can tell. He's pacing. He's talking
Getting
to
sick and
himself.
tired of waiting for Hollywood. But see, Hollywood, obviously, as I said, is a very smart man. This is a strategic move on his part. Make Kyle wait. But on the other hand, you're getting Kyle angered. You're pissing him off. And somebody who is a escapee of a mental asylum, I'm not so sure that Kyle Strange is somebody that I'd want to piss off.
He may be small, but I'm sure, from what I've seen, he can put up a hell of a fight.
Crystal now asking if Boltman are ready. Hollywood finally deciding to make his way back into the ring. Crystal just waiting to ring that bell. Hollywood getting into this corner. Kyle Bourne ready.
Oh, yeah.
The fans obviously cheering for Kyle to eat faces off. Let's not go that far. We may be in hell. This may be HELLoween. But, yeah. I mean, as I said, anything could happen here in ACW. But that's kind of creepy. We are just now waiting for Crystal to ring that bell. These two men will lock up. Remember, the falls take place anywhere in the ACW arena, and there is a fan.
Oh, boy.
There's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. ACW HELLoween on the way now. Mr. Hollywood charging into the corner.
Good God.
Good God, and he knocks Kyle right over the top rope and out to the floor already with the big welcome to Hollywood big boot right there, sending Kyle Strange. So now Kyle Strange was somebody who was just begging and pleading for Hollywood to come on. I don't think he's doing that anymore, Voodoo.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Now Hollywood's showboating right there, wasting time, taunting to the crowd, showing off. I mean, if you're smart, and I have said it time and time again throughout this telecast that Hollywood is a smart man, but right now that's not the actions of a smart man. Kyle Strange on his back, Hollywood staring him down.
Oh, definitely. You see, he's just standing in the ring,
just sitting there showing off, and then you see Kyle getting up to his feet, dragging Hollywood down by his legs underneath the ring ropes right there. Now Hollywood definitely paying for that showboating, and Kyle Strange now pounding lefts and rights into the face of Hollywood down there on that floor. So showboating definitely does not do you any good here in the ACW.
No, definitely not, because it is HELLoween after all. I mean, it's time for spooks and all that good stuff. And Hollywood,
as we said, this match could take place anywhere. Kyle now going back towards that cemetery gravestone area, but he's allowing Hollywood to get to his feet, and there you see inexperience. Now, Mr. Hollywood, somebody definitely with more experience in this business than Kyle Strange, and what Kyle did there is allow Hollywood to get to his feet, and he paid for it, because Kyle is now down on his back, and Hollywood dropping that fist right in to the chest of Kyle Strange. The fans definitely here in unison, definitely here to support Kyle Strange. One of the biggest turnouts, fan-wise, for a single solitary wrestler that I've seen in the ACW definitely since JWB Swing. And he hasn't been seen since. So.
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to him?
He rode his bike and he never returned. Crystal has the wonderful task out there of keeping this action, keeping control of this action somehow. I mean, some way. I mean, all she really has to do is count to 3. Or wait for a submission. Kyle Strange bulldogging Mr. Hollywood's face into one of those tombstones out there, Voodoo. It's definitely got to hurt. God. I mean, it's definitely going to leave a mark on your face.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't have rest in peace tattooed on his forehead.
Well, if he didn't now, he definitely may after his Kyle Strange throwing him into the ramp, and they probably would have running running splash, sending Hollywood down to the dirt. I guess we could say the dirt. Now Kyle going for a very early pin attempt at 1. And just a 1 count right there. Mr. Hollywood shoulder up. Very early going ACW HELLoween Apex Championship on the line.
Definitely. Another gravestone's knocked over. I don't know.
He's knocking gravestones over. I don't know. I agree with that.
Me either. That's kind of.
Nevertheless, Kyle Strange picking Mr. Hollywood up. And a snap suplex right onto that gravestone. I mean, I guarantee you, Hollywood is not going to be the same after this matchup. That is definitely now Kyle knocking more gravestones down. So, I mean, I don't know if he has this sick fetish with digging up graves, but he's definitely knocking the tombstones down.
Do we know what he was in the asylum for? He's picking one of them up.
No, he's got one of them in his hand. I mean, those things are heavy.
Oh, hell yeah. Those things are solid granite. And the thing is, it's all perfectly legal.
Oh my God, he broke it. He attempted. Hollywood, thank God. Mr. Hollywood, thank God for his own life. Gets out of dodge. Nevertheless, that tombstone cracked in half. I hope it wasn't one of your family members.
I hope not either. You see the way that
Hollywood
thing just
picking Kyle up, sending him on into the ramp, ladies and gentlemen. That tombstone shattered in pieces right there. Watch out for that mummy
yeah.
I'm being told those things on the side of the stage are relatives of Mr. Hollywood.
I wouldn't doubt it. Or people from his career of gone by.
People who have watched Mr. Hollywood's career, maybe. Nevertheless, Hollywood laid the left and right into the face of Kyle Strange. Right to remember, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Strange born with that facial defect. So I don't know if I were Hollywood, I don't know how much of that side of the face I would pay attention to. It looks like it's already fucked up.
Oh, definitely. Well, you can't mess up something that's already pretty messed up anyway. Maybe an improvement.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say the same about Hollywood's career, though. I mean, it's already messed
that's
up.
True.
So you can't
They
mess
need
it up.
plastic surgery after this. What the hell is that?
Absolutely.
Oof. Fans definitely on Kyle's
Hollywood
side.
pulling Kyle by the hair onto that ramp now. Well, he's taking his sweet time right there. Kyle Strange may be in a little pain. Now Hollywood taking it. Both of these men catching their breath. A very hard-fought match.
So far, yeah.
two
I mean, we're only 5 minutes in.
Only 5 minutes into it, we see lots of things happen already. A tombstone cracked in half. Voodoo Cooperstone. I mean, I never thought I would see today where that would happen.
Rebound. Oh, taking Hollywood down. Oof.
But a huge rebound crossbody right there by Kyle Strange. Taking Hollywood down now, going for a quick pin yet again. Crystal down to make the count.
We had a 1, we had a 2 in the way of 2 count.
The 2 count, Mr. Hollywood stood up right there. Kyle Strange definitely using his ring awareness right there. I guess you could say ring awareness because he was thrown into the ropes.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
From that seat, so that was definitely awareness, if anything. A beautifully executed rebound crossbody that sent Mr. Hollywood to the ground. And now, see, the action just turns back and forth, back and forth. Now, Hollywood, a drop toe hold, sending Kyle Strange and that deformed face first into the ramp.
Definitely a marked improvement. I think that mask does have a little bit of
That might be
cushion,
Kyle
though.
Strange's beauty mark he's looked for his entire life.
That's true. Hollywood picking up the strange one. Just
How weird does it
knees
say
into
that?
the
Picking
head.
up the strange one.
It does sound pretty weird. You just suplexes them into the grass.
Hollywood, a huge German suplex right there, suplexing Kyle Strange right off of that ramp onto the grass.
Yeah. That grass looks pretty rough.
It doesn't look, well tailored.
No,
So it has to be pretty hard, to say the least. I mean, that's definitely going to have its effect on your back.
Oh, most definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Referee Crystal right there in case of pinfall or submission attempt. The only thing she needs to do is look for a pin or a submission.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of these men are going to walk out of here cementing their name in ACW history as the first ever Apex champion?
And Hollywood with a knee drop right across the chest of Kyle Strange.
Hollywood proving he's the veteran, staying on that attack, now going for a quick
Hollywood's going
pin.
for the cover. We got a 1, we got a 2, only a 2 count.
My Hollywood is a man. Are you questioning whether or not Hollywood is a man? Because if so, we are undetermined.
Hollywood going for a pick. Oh boy. And a big follow-away slam right onto the ground. That
I'll tell you what. That fall-away slam scared the hell out of me because he was close to landing on those spike barricades and somehow maneuvered himself in the air to not land on those barricades. So for everybody here supporting Kyle Strange's family, thank God he was aware of.
That would not have been good. That would not have been good. Safe to say a career would have ended tonight. The referee wisely checking on Kyle Strange. Hollywood clutching the back of his head as well as his stomach. Which isn't good either. And Hollywood's
But you see, in a match like this, Voodoo Cooperstone, they're still taking too much time. You know, they do something good. They're allowing one another to rest, to get up, to get that extra boost of energy. And in a match like this, in a match of this caliber, you just got to stay on the attack. Stay on that attack. Stay on the offensive, and then end the match. And then after the match, you can rest all you want.
Well, that's right, if there is any rest. Well, Hollywood up against that barricade. Well, no, it looks like
he's up against that ladder. No, an STO. Sending Kyle's face right off one of those ribs of the ladder right there. That's definitely going to leave a mark, and it's definitely going to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
But it's definitely a very smart move on the part of Mr. Hollywood. I say it time and time again. I don't think there's anybody smarter in this business than Mr. Hollywood. Love him or hate him.
Is he going for a swim?
He definitely looks like he's swimming. But he may or may not be lost in the grass. I don't know what he's doing.
You sure there's not any quicksand out there? You never know what's out there. That's the thing. You never know what's out there. Oh, boy. Oh! That'll rearrange the facial features.
You talk about rearranging faces, we're seeing a lot of that in the early going. And Kyle, I mean, his face can definitely use a rearrangement improvement. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kyle's climbing the ladder.
And there he goes. He's climbing that ladder. He's going to go to the top of the store, the brand new ACW store. And I told you, Voodoo, that somebody, somehow or some way, they were going to end up on top of that store tonight. And Kyle Strange making the first move towards the top of that store.
Maybe he's just doing it to get a breather.
He could be doing it, but now you see Mr. Hollywood perked up at the bottom of that ladder. Wow. Resting out. Hollywood climbing the ladder now. He's going to meet Kyle up there. Kyle smartly, strategically resting, but Kyle, does he know? Is he aware that Hollywood is climbing that ladder as well?
I don't think he's aware of it because he has his back turned and he is not having a care in the world right about this moment.
Well, he's definitely got to turn around. I don't know why you would climb to the top of the store and keep your back turned. And now Hollywood running from behind. And he's going to definitely make a pay with that chop block, taking Kyle down.
Took Kyle's knee right out.
Kyle's fans definitely trying to alert Kyle that Hollywood was the back of him, but no go as Hollywood up there with a huge chop block.
And how the momentum can turn, really, when you think about it.
Momentum can turn fast in any match, but in a Falls Count Anywhere match, it could be even faster, Cooperstone.
Oh, definitely there, Citron.
Mr. Hollywood should invest in a stunt double.
Oh!
Yeah, for events like you're absolutely right. But one thing to take note of, Voodoo Cooperstone, is Crystal, the referee, definitely terrified of heights, staying at the bottom of that ladder, refusing to go up.
Yeah.
Kyle, they're fighting up there towards that VIP area, Voodoo.
Oh, boy. If there's any fans up there, you best beware.
If there's any fans in that VIP area, please understand that we did not know these idiots were going to go that hard. I mean, far. If they break anything, it's covered in your price of admission.
That's right. Sorry, we'll have to raise ticket prices.
We still do not have insurance.
No. Call OSHA. Oh, boy. This could get really, really ugly really fast.
Hollywood sent it, Kyle, right through that door, down there into the VIP booth. Top right corner of the arena, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes, there we go. Fighting all over the arena. And it looks like...
This is definitely a fight that everyone wants to see. Falls do count anywhere. But Crystal is not up there, ladies and gentlemen. She's terrified of heights. So they can beat the hell out of one another up there, but Crystal is not going to go up there, so they're going to have to drag their opponent's lifeless carcass back down that ladder somehow.
That's right. Do we get a cameraman in there? My camera angles are pretty sucky.
The cameraman, you know, we were doing budget cuts like a WWE, you know.
So, the cameraman got nixed from the VIP
Yeah, we
area.
nicked the cameraman. I mean, we figured everyone could press the Alt button on their keyboard.
There we go. That works. And Kyle seemingly
dragging Hollywood up there. I mean, these two are going at it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're viewing the upper right VIP area. That's where these two men are. I told you, this fight could happen anywhere. It could end up there somehow.
This is not going to be pretty either way. These two men are going to be definitely
I tell you, they are way too high for my liking already. As you see, I mean, I can sit up there as I want, but I mean, I'm perfectly fine sitting all the way down here, just so we're clear.
Oh boy! Oh Jesus! He just slammed him right through the window.
Right through the glass goes Kyle Strange. Jesus Christ!
You're gonna have to take that out of Hollywood's pay.
Hollywood is definitely going to have to pay for a new window, but nevertheless, Kyle Strange's already deformed body is definitely in shreds right now or something. He went right through that glass window. The fans loving it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who knows? I can't tell from this angle. I don't know if Kyle has any shards of glass in his back after that move. It just doesn't appear. Doesn't appear to be. If not, he's going to have somebody seriously pulling shards of glass. Oh, he is cut. He is cut. Yeah, Neko.
He's definitely cut. But nevertheless, the referee did not make her way up there. She's terrified of heights. So Hollywood cannot end this match up there because there's no one to make a free count.
That's right.
You need a referee. It may be falls count anywhere, but you need a referee for a fall to take place. And there's no official up there to see the shoulders of Kyle Strange, but he is definitely torn the shred. Well, he is bleeding bad up there, and he has not moved an inch.
There he goes. He's stirring.
There's some life to Mr. Strange now. There you see the cuts on his back, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we said do not try this at your Pixel Land.
Good God.
Hollywood jumping off that platform with a huge elbow drop onto Kyle, and I think Hollywood's already got this one in the bag, Voodoo. I mean, he just threw the man through a glass window. What else do you have to do? If that's not going to put him away, then there's nothing Hollywood could do to put him away.
He could just throw an arm over him right now, but seeing our referees...
and there he goes. He's going to pick him. But as I said, nobody up there to count. Nobody is there. There's a pin. Nobody to count.
Yep, nobody to count. And that has to enrage Hollywood.
The huge supporting of Kyle, all his fans in attendance yelling, pleading for him to get to his feet. Now Kyle shows some signs of life.
Looks like he's crawling away.
Kyle crawling away. What? I mean, is he going to fall off of the...
I hope not.
He's got to go down that ladder. I mean, he's dangerously close to falling off the edge, Voodoo.
Oh yeah, he's not that far away, so he doesn't.
Hollywood getting to his feet, Kyle attempting to move. It's a good thing we see Kyle Strange moving. He did just go through a plate glass window.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that Kyle's able to crawl, the fact he's able to move, is a good sign.
Oh, definitely. He's going to need some stitches in that back.
Well, I'll tell you what. I told you there's no medical staff here tonight. Budget cuts, WWE style. And Hollywood picking Kyle up.
Oh, boy. This is not going to be pretty.
And Neum into the gut. He's dead right there. almost falling off that ramp. Hollywood going for it.
Oh!
Kyle with a huge low blow out of nowhere.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy.
And a Phoenix Plex.
No.
He Phoenix Plex Hollywood off the top of the store.
He's dead. He's
got to be dead. There's absolutely no way Mr. Hollywood has survived that. He lands in the swamp, but he's still got to be dead. Now Kyle Strange has got to get to his feet, climb down that ladder, and just lay an arm over Hollywood. There is no way Hollywood is getting up from that.
Oh, he's moving. Maybe this is the resurrection of his career. Who knows?
Who knows? Nevertheless, there's Kyle climbing down the ladder. He's got to get down that ladder, drape a arm over him, and it's over. Crystal down there checking out Hollywood. I haven't seen a move. I think Voodoo may have, but I have not seen Mr. Hollywood move an inch. And now Kyle down that ladder, crawling over to Hollywood, draping the arm over the lifeless body of Mr. Hollywood. Crystal down for a count. 1, 2, 3. Kyle Strange has made history. He is the first ever ACW Apex champion. What a goddamn match.
Wow. Unbelievable. Somebody want to get a medic? Well, that's right.
We're definitely going to need. We're going to need medics throughout the night, because if you thought that was something, we still have 2 Hell in a Cell matches, Cooperstone, to come tonight.
Right. Absolutely. We're definitely going to need
the best
medics.
wrestling action happens each and every Tuesday night right here at 5 p.m. And that match just proved that Kyle Strange cementing his name in ACW history, the first ever ACW Apex. The fans going nuts. I could barely hear myself think. This place is electric.
Oh, definitely. Congratulations to Kyle Strange, your first ever Apex champion. I don't know how the hell we're going to get these 2 up. At least Kyle had sense to go down the ladder. Hollywood just kind of flew over the side with a little help.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The lights go off. Kyle Strange's music playing. First ever Apex champion. Somebody's got to get their lifeless bodies. Get Hollywood the hell out of here somehow.
Yeah, somebody want to help Hollywood to his feet. Jack Citro on that was absolutely amazing. See, even his wife can't type.
I tell you.
She's that excited. And that was only match 1. Well, the Strange One's definitely excited and happy for Kyle Strange.
I'll tell you what, this place is still going nuts, Cooperstone. Obviously, Kyle Strange, a very huge crowd supporting.
I think we should just roll over Hollywood and toss him in a grave. Because I think...
I don't know whether the people are going nuts because Hollywood may be dead or over the...
Oh, it's nothing to laugh about. I shouldn't be laughing in case he is, because you never know. I haven't seen him move an inch.
I haven't seen him move an inch either, but nevertheless, Crystal and somebody is going to have to get Hollywood out of there. We got a free preview to go on to. We cannot just sit there and wait for a useless dead carcass. I mean, get him out of there. He can be part of the decoration, Crystal. Just get in the
ring. Somebody's calling for a body bag. Okie dokie. Let's see. It's time to pay some bills. Fans can purchase the merchandise of their favorite ACW superstar or commentator at one of the merchandise tables or vendors located throughout the ACW arena. If you'd like to donate to ACW, help us continue putting on these free shows. The donation meter is directly behind the commentary desk. All donations will go directly into improving ACW, and we thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got. Let's see, excuse me for a minute. Let's see, give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen, just shuffling through my paperwork. One moment. Let's see. Okay. ACW official websites and social media. This is all you need to see. As I am doing this solo, so I've got to work my magic. And I shouldn't have whispered it, but Coalition Sports, Trey Bilkin. Coalition Sports is Second Life's newest sports organization. If you haven't played football yet, then you're missing out. Coming soon, soccer system, which plans to bring back some of the excitement into the SL soccer world. Come check us out at www.coalitionsports.com and see what sports should be like in Second Life. Star Killer, Hoist Fang, specializing in custom wrestling attire, weapons, rings, titles, full arena builds, and more. You can also find Star Killer on the marketplace, https:/marketplace.secondlife.com /stores/63,931, as well as several places throughout Second Life, including right here at the Apex Arena. Contact Hoist Fang for custom pricing and information. All information and landmarks can be found right outside the main entrance. If you're interested in sponsoring your Second Life business blog or next big event, contact Killarney Valley Star or Jack C. Citron for pricing information. Just in time, Mr. Citron.
I'll tell you what, all the excitement from that first match. Are you guys ready to continue ACW HELLoween? We're going to have the battle of the phenomenal one and the wieners, ladies and gentlemen. It's the battle of the wiener we're going to do this as.
Oh, boy. That could be very interesting. I haven't seen Jamal in action in a long time. I think he's pumped.
Well, he's something, all right.
Oh, yeah. All right, he comes from Houston, Texas. He weighs in at 280 pounds. He stands 6'6". Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jamal, the Wiener Man, the phenomenal wiener himself, Jamal Travis.
He looks a little bit naked without his hot dog cart on.
I know, doesn't he? But he's wearing his chef's hat and his newly formed attire. Jamal, the Wiener Man Travis.
He definitely came out there with his chef's hat on, though. He still got his. He still got a love for the wiener. Nevertheless,
is he wearing his underwear?
He's definitely coming out here checking out the ladies. Now I wonder if he's going to offer them a shot at the phenomenal one.
Does he have a wiener like embroidered on his tights?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to cam close enough to it, I don't want to, but I think there's some wording on it. Maybe Crystal can tell me what it says.
Crystal, what does it say? All right. Coming up next, he stands 5'10". He weighs 205 pounds, and he hails from LaGrange, Georgia. I give you JC Storm. Thank you, Crystal. Play that spicy brown mustard, right, Jamal?
It's definitely something to look forward to. I mean, I don't know if we're going to keep dubbing this as the match of the phenomenal wiener, but nevertheless, these two men, as I said, they broke into the business together, Voodoo.
Yeah, they were tag team partners.
tag team partners for a good long time. And they took a wrong turn somewhere, and here we are, ACW HELLoween. Them two men standing opposite of the ring of one another. Jamal Travis still with the chef's hat on. Obviously looking over to where his hot dog cart normally is, probably lost without his Wienermobile.
Well,
I can imagine.
Ref's calling for the bell.
And there's the belt, but he's already thrown it. Jamal derobing the wiener gear. Crystal ready to get this one rolling. She's still pumped up from the first match, which was absolutely amazing.
And I notice Hollywood's still down and out.
Hollywood, he hasn't moved, so, I mean, if he's part of the decoration now, then he's part of the decoration. We finally found some use for Mr. Hollywood.
We'll have to kick him in the swamp and feed him to the gator.
If there's a gator in there, then I'm definitely not going near there.
Nope, me either. Two men sizing each other up. Jamal with a distinct height advantage over JC.
Yeah, the bigger you are, the harder you fall, or something like that. That's what they say, right? But that doesn't phase.
What do you think they're arguing about? I think they're arguing who's got the bigger wiener.
If they're arguing over the bigger wiener, then I definitely want nothing of that conversation. I'm glad I did not see it.
JC hitting him up with a wrist lock.
We definitely have to look for a way to find something for Mr. Hollywood, but he hasn't moved. Nevertheless, a huge wrist lock right there. JC Storm locking that wrist lock in on Jamal Travis. Crystal getting in there asking, and
big kick to the gut. Jamal just standing dazed.
Hello, Kurt.
No. Hello, Kurt. And Jamal hitting him with a hip toss. Well, Jamal going for that wrenching.
But both of these wrestlers,
shoulder.
very, very, very technical wrestlers, Zudu. As we said, they were brought into the business together. So if anyone knows the other's strengths and weaknesses, these two men definitely know more about each other than anyone you would casually have in the ring.
Oh, definitely. Jamal hit him with a wrist lock strike and sent him to the ropes. Big armbar takedown.
Wrenching in that armbar right there. Crystal now getting down, asking JC if he wants to give it up. But I'll tell you what, Jamal demanding Crystal ask, but I guarantee you JC Storm is not going to be the first person to submit to an armbar.
No, exactly. I've been in the ring with both individuals, and yeah, I don't see JC giving up on this one. See? JC definitely saying
JC definitely saying no. He definitely will not tap out. Jamal's definitely going to have to change his strategy if he wants to walk out of here with the victory.
Oh,
the huge snap suplex right there. That's a very smart, quick move. Now, if Jamal was smart, he would go for a pin attempt right there. And it looks like he's doing exactly that, so he must be taking notes. There's a quick pin. Crystal making the count 1, 2, but JC Storm with the shoulder up.
You got his shoulder legitimately up there, Jamal, so you can't complain.
And Jamal not complaining is like saying Hollywood's career is useful.
Well, yeah, true. But he's over there dead in the corner. Did you hear that, Kurt? Hollywood's dead. Anyway, big headlock takedown. I've never seen anybody tap from a headlock either. But
I'll tell you what, JC wrenching that in tighter now, hoping to be the first person to ever make somebody tap out via the headlock.
I almost did once.
As I said, I mean, I'm not sure that people were cheering for the fact that Kyle won or for the fact that Hollywood's dead, because they are still thrilled that there's no more Hollywood.
Well, it looks like Jamal's powering out of this one.
JC sent him into the ropes and a huge drop kick right there, sending Jamal Travis down to the mat. Huge right there. Kicked. If he still had that chef's hand, I guarantee that drop kick would have taken it off.
Oh yeah, that probably would have. The Moneymaker would have a new memento of this occasion.
JC go for a quick pin attempt and a 2 count, and Jamal saying nope. I got the phenomenal wiener, not you.
We're not going to get into that, are we?
Well, I mean, I definitely am not, but these two men, obviously.
It's wiener envy. Oh, big series of elbow strikes, too. JC's
Pushing him into the ropes right there. Prized up against those ropes. JC Storm in firm control of this match, running up, bouncing off the opposite ropes.
Oh, both men careening out of the ring.
Both men flying over the top rope right there. Jamal got knocked for a loop. How are you?
Hey, Jamal. Good to see you. Jamal.
Jamal.
Your wiener cart's on fire. Jamal, your wiener cart's on fire. I don't think he can hear me.
Hold on, he's asking for an autograph. Jamal, I'm not going to give you an autograph. Get up and wrestle.
Jamal, come on. Referee up to 3.
3 count. He's got to the count of 10 to get back in the ring. Never noticed both men now making their way to their feet. Jamal Travis climbing over the lamp of voodoo. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that. No one
not too excited about
fetish
that.
with wieners.
No. Referee up to 6. I'm not cool with that, Jamal. Don't ever do that again. Please don't. The referee yelling. Both men get in the ring. The referee's up to 7. Oh! That had to hurt Jack Citron.
That absolutely Voodoo Cooperstone. That absolutely had to hurt.
Nothing more unforgiving than steel stairs. Those prim steel stairs are very rough on the back.
I'll tell you what, whether they're prim, mesh, or not, they are still steel stairs, and throwing somebody's back into those stairs is definitely going to take its toll on the back. The referee up to 3. Now JC Storm making his way to his feet. Jamal Travis smartly resting for a bit in the ring, but you cannot allow JC to get to his feet, which is exactly what he's done.
And he's favoring that back, but slides back in. Jamal wisely going for the pin. We got a 1. We got a 2.
Jamal didn't even waste any time stopping on him as soon as he slid in and then going for a quick pin. Jamal Travis obviously trying to outsmart JC, but JC got that shoulder up.
Yep. Definitely. Oh. I think that's the quickest I've seen Jamal move in a long time.
Jamal definitely trying to end this match quickly. He says he's got ladies in the back waiting for him. I wonder if they got clearance to be back there. Nevertheless, Jamal going to pick him up. JC rolls him up. 1, 2. And Jamal kicking it out at 2. A very quick, fast move right there by JC Storm. Crystal right on top of it. Jamal getting that shoulder up. He might not want to focus on the ladies in the back and focus more at the task at hand.
That's not the task at hand. It doesn't include a wiener.
That's disturbing.
Yes, it is very disturbing. Both men getting up. Jeez. Jamal hitting him with a knee to the gut. And just... What the hell? I thought the ground was shaking there for a minute. Jamal whipping JC right into the corner. Oh, boy.
Jamal finds himself in the corner now. JC pressed up against those ropes. Jamal standing there. And again, taking too much time, Voodoo.
Yep, it's way too much time. Maybe he's going to... Oh!
Burying those shoulders in the midsection, though, so obviously why he took so much time, he still had plenty of it.
Mm-hmm.
Laying those punches into the gut now. JC down to 1 knee. Jamal taking the head of JC, dragging him out to the center of the ring.
Smart idea. Sending him back right into the corner
again. Smart idea. Send him back right off the ropes. Jamal going off the ropes himself, coming meeting a huge spear, taking JC down to the mat. That's got to be it right there. That's a very huge move right there. Jamal focused his attack on the midsection and then finishes it off with a spear, so that's very strategic wrestling on the part of Jamal Travis, regardless of his fetish.
We got a 1, we got a 2.
Regardless of his fetish for the wiener cart, he has not lost his step inside of that ring. Nope. And a quick 2 count right there. JC somehow, some way, getting his shoulder up.
You know, I expected to see a bit of ring rust from Jamal, but he appears not to have any.
He does not appear to have any ring rust right there. But he's appeared to have gotten smarter. So while he's been out there selling winners, he's obviously been taking notes.
Oh, definitely. Oh! Series of spinning kicks. Oh!
Jamal sending him into the ropes. JC rebound. Storm Shutter. Storm Shutter. This one's got to be over right there. That's it.
Definitely.
JC down onto the mat. 1, 2.
Oh,
and a kick out by Jamal Travis. He kicked out of the Storm Center. I definitely thought this one was over, but somehow, somebody, Jamal Travis able to get his shoulder up, and the match continues.
I can't believe he kicked out of the Storm Shutter. I really can't.
I don't think I'd be able to kick out a Storm Shutter. It's a very, very good move, and I mean, he plants your face right into the mat. Yeah, it's not nice.
Yeah, eating the mat. Not good. Oh boy!
Go for a springboard hurricane, countered by Jamal Travis. It's a power bomb. Jamal Travis takes that springboard hurricane attempt, catching JC Storm in midair, slamming his mat back down onto the mat with a power bomb, and now Jamal Travis going for a pin. 1, 2, and JC Storm with the shoulder up. How the hell did he kick out of that?
Oh, I have no idea how he kicked out of that one. No idea.
Crystal definitely got her work cut out for her in this matchup.
Oh, yeah.
She's definitely getting her money's worth.
Oh, yeah. She's got front row seats.
Front row seats to the hottest action Second Life Wrestling has on Tuesday nights. Now Jamal sending JC into the corner, coming storming in.
Oh, boy. I don't know what he's got up his sleeve
Crystal now getting him out of the corner right there. Jamal climbing to the top, going for an attempt at work around.
Oh, my God. How did... Wow.
He calls that the Storm Clash. He catches Jamal, and it's got to be over. Or he has the feet are under the rope. 1, 2, 3, 1. We got a 6
count. Shades of King Kong Bundy plus what? 2. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, JC Storm. Gee, whew. A 6 count. That is a first as well. That was an incredible match, Jack.
That was amazing, and what a way to end it right there. JC Storm catching an attempted hurricanrana for the top rope, catching Jamal Travis, and then sending him down face first. I tell you, those face first moves with the Storm Clash right there to end the matchup. What an amazing way. 2 matches down, 2 to go, and the 2 matches that remain, Voodoo Cooperstone, not only are both for titles, but they are both surrounded by hell.
Yep, that's correct. And Hollywood's still dead.
Well, I mean, count your blessings regardless of how you see it. Hollywood's not there. You see that ominous cage, that ominous self starting to lower itself slowly. Crystal, the first one, being encaged inside. What a debut for Crystal.
Oh, yeah. Crystal's been definitely thrown into the fire, and she hasn't even seen flames yet.
Yeah. Well, this next matchup, Voodoo Cooperstone, a triple threat women's Hell in a Cell match for the ACW Women's Championship. Kristen won the ACW Women's Championship after winning a tournament a few months back, and ever since then, it's been week after week of pure torment by Kimberly Nada Kayla attempting any way they can to attempt to injure Kristen. And Rockmael Constantine finally got tired of it and decided, I'm going to lock you ladies up in a Hell in a Cell. We're going to throw the key away. You're going to beat the living hell out of each other, and whoever walks out the champion will walk out the champion. But there's the for sure way to settle things, and that's Hell in a Cell here tonight.
That's true. And I just can't wait for this thing to get rolling. First time I've ever seen one like this, a triple threat, women's, in hell, in a cell? Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever seen it. I think it's the first time it's ever happened. And second, I may be wrong. I mean, there are people that can correct me, but it's the first time I've ever seen a triple threat ladies Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Who wants to see 3 ladies in a Hell in a Cell? Come on, let me hear you.
Hey, you say crazy, and it doesn't get any crazier than Psycho Bree Fox, who apparently is making her way to the ring right now. And we're going to get this one started.
All right, she hails from Huntington Beach, California. She stands in at 5'4" and weighs about $116, and that's not including her little pretty friend. I give you Bree Fox.
You see her skipping her way into the cell, and she got her out there really quick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe her pretty is leading her on a leash into that cell because, I mean, she entered it real quick.
Oh, yeah. I think she's raring to go. And where Bree is, pretty's sure to follow.
Do you think that's a little awkward to say wherever Bree is, pretty's sure to follow? I mean, that could be like taken so many ways, Voodoo.
If you know what it's in the mind's perception, Mr. Citron.
I mean, maybe you got a thing for Bree Fox. That's perfectly fine. She's a good-looking lady.
Nope. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, from Yamanashi, Japan, she stands in at 5'6", weighing at $120. I give you Kimberly Lanata. See, who's she talking to? I don't see anybody.
She's definitely standing there talking to somebody in her mind. At least, I don't see anybody either, but you know what? That's not to say Bree Fox doesn't see somebody there.
All right.
Sure, I could. You could do what? I mean, who are you even talking to? Kimberly definitely right in the face of Bree's pretty right off the bat.
Oh yeah, they're chomping at the bit. They've been going at each other for quite a while. I mean, they were tag team partners,
quite some
but
time. That didn't last long. Their egos got the best of them.
Okay, now everybody's favorite Canadians coming up next. She stands up at 5'7", weighing in 130 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Kristen.
She is the current reigning and defending ACW Women's Champion.
Yes, that she is.
She has defended her title successfully a few times, but never has it been in quite the encasement such as Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, I think this is possibly the first time for all 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your women's champion just as bubbly as ever. That high five, gotta watch out for that high five of Doom, Jack.
The high five of Doom, high five everywhere or everybody, I don't know, something like that. Kristen, a huge fan favorite, a huge supporter of the people. She loves the people. She said that she won her title for the people. She walks around. If the cell wasn't blocking her way, she'd be high-fiving everybody right now. Obviously, the cell preventing her from doing that, so that may or may not take her a little bit out of her game, so to speak.
Yo, definitely. She'll high-five the cage if she has to.
Well, I mean, she might high-five the cage with her face. That's definitely what it's here for in this situation. One of these 3 women are going to be able to say they survived hell and walked out with the ACW Women's Championship.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. Will Kristen retain, or will either Bree or Kimberly snag the belt? Time will tell.
Only time will tell. That's right, Voodoo. And I think we're just about ready to start the first of 2 Hell in a Cell matches here tonight.
Looks like all 3 are raring to go.
Kristen, look at her, the fighting champion that she is, asking her opponents if they're already saying, okay, let's go, let's get it on.
Yep. See, that means she's ready to go. She's always ready to go. And there is the bell.
There's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. The first of two Hell in a Cell matches. ACW Women's Championship on the line.
Oh, Bree going right after Kristen, and Kristen's ducking and rolling out of the way.
Right into Kimberly, who was waiting there strategically. And now Kimberly tossing Kristen right into Bree Fox. Now both of these women perched up against one another in the corner.
Oh, boy. Oh! Good Lord.
Kimberly nailing that elbow skull crusher, definitely taking it, the elbow right to the skull of the women's champion, who is now down. Bree Fox obviously feeling some whiplash from that move, but did not get affected as much as Kristen there, who took an elbow right to the skull.
Oh, that's a noggin knocker right there. You know, they say...
I tell you, they talk about knock the heads off.
The hardest part of the human body or something like that?
I don't know. I know that if you bite someone, you could probably kill them with doing it or something like that. I don't know.
That is true.
Ask Mike Tyson. He knows all about biting.
Yes.
Bree Fox now spearing Kimberly down to the mat right there. So Bree Fox now somehow, the deranged weird one, on her feet now as Kristen gets shot to the head. Kimberly takes a big spear from Bree. Now Bree picking Kimberly up.
Looks like Kristen got back to her feet, but she is resting her head on that top turnbuckle.
She's definitely got her marbles knocked loose a little bit, at least, to say the least.
Lots of punches being thrown.
Bree Fox locking in a wrist lock right there. Kimberly Kristen back in the corner, regaining her composure after that huge elbow.
Oh! Nice hip toss.
Nice hip toss right there by Bree Fox, but Kimberly right back to her feet. Bree Fox with her back turned, not realizing that Kimberly is on her feet.
Oh, what's this? Kristen's cheering on Bree?
A huge spine buster right there from Kimberly.
Oh.
Bree Fox obviously distracted, talking to her pretty, allowing her to be distracted. Turning around and boom, right into a spine buster. Now Kimberly going for a quick pin. 1, 2, and a 1 count only, a 1 count, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
this match...
So what I'm gathering here...
This is elimination.
Okay, it's an elimination. Okay.
Elimination, triple threat Hell in a Cell. Elimination. The last person standing in the cell is the victor.
Gotcha.
So as you can tell right there, early going, a quick pin attempt. Kristen did not try breaking it up, because if she would have broken up, it would have been stupid on her part.
Mm-hmm.
Just let them beat the hell out of each other. I mean, if you're a smart champion, let them beat the hell out of each other, stay out of the way, and then just come in and pick up the bullshit and leave. That's what I would do, you know.
She's playing it smart.
But Kristen obviously a fighting champion, but she's either playing it smart or she's trying to regain herself still. I mean, that was a huge elbow. That's an elbow all the way from Japan, I'm telling you.
The rising sun. Yes. We got Bree backing up Kimberly with a series of chops.
Sending Kimberly back into those ropes.
Yes, shades of Ric Flair. From the Bear.
Now Bree Fox asking her pretty what to do next. What's next? And that's not a good strategy. I mean, that's definitely got to take away from your focus on the matchup. I would think.
So pretty is basically like console. Oh, Kristen going in. Oh, what the hell just happened?
What the hell just happened? It was so fast. Fast-paced action, but it was outstanding. That's all I know. Thank God Camera Kitty is here. You're going to be able to watch that in slow motion later on YouTube, because that happened so fast, I don't even know what the hell happened.
Yeah, Kimberly definitely saying she got 2 birds with 1 stone. She sent Kristen flying into the cage and Bree on her back. That's definitely zapping the power.
So far, things do not look good for the defending champion. She's gotten herself knocked in the noggin, which knocked her marbles loose. Then when she finally regains composure, she gets tossed out of the ring.
Oh, yeah. Kristen's taking a beating today.
Definitely so far, he's taking a beating right there as Bree works Kimberly into the corner now, asking once again her pretty what to do. I think somebody called Bree Fox fat. I'm not sure. It might have been Horse's horsey, so it's probably a good thing that Bree Fox is locked in that cell and her psycho ass doesn't get out there. You know what I'm saying? Classically trained or not, Horses, Bree's a nutcase.
Yep, she's a classically trained nutcase. That she is.
Did I call her fat? No, I don't think I called her fat.
Oh, she's laying in the corner, foot choke.
No. I mean, don't try to get me in trouble. I wouldn't call Bree fat. No, maybe her pretty, because her pretty doesn't exist.
Laying that boot right
Don't
across
tell her
throat.
that, though. Now, Bree telling her pretty, I'm choking her, just like you said. Obviously, that's going to be, in my opinion, what cost Bree Fox this matchup is her focus on somebody who is not there.
Well, talking about
Not Crystal talking to somebody. I mean, you talk about people talking to themselves. A lot of that happening. So now Kristen getting her way back to her feet on the outside of the ring. Bree Fox at the top rope.
Oh!
Attempting a flying smash, but caught by Kimberly. Set right back down, spied into the mat right there. So Kimberly Lanata fully in control of this matchup in the early going. Kristen definitely taking a break outside. And I'll tell you what, Voodoo. Like we were discussing, she's smart. If she is a smart champion, which we think she is, she would just stay out there, let them beat the hell out of each other, and continue letting them beat the hell out of each other. A nice backbreaker right there by Kimberly to Bree Fox. Now Kimberly just has to be smart and take over and pin. Not that she's picking her up, though. That's not smart. That's not smart. You're in hell. You're fighting for the women's championship. You got to go for a pin anytime you get the opportunity.
Oh, yeah. When opportunity comes, you best take it because it may not be there after. Oh! Big headbutt by Kimberly. And a big forearm to follow. Jesus. This Kimberly Lanata, she's vicious. She doesn't have anybody
There's no giving her, I'll tell you that. No giving, Kimberly.
Nope.
Kimberly attempting to charge at her. Bree Fox ducking all the way. Kimberly landing on the apron.
That's the most solid part of the ring right there. That had to hurt her back a bit.
And there you see now Kristen obviously turning now facing Kimberly. Was the women's champion going to get her involvement into this matchup, or is she going to stay outside and just let these two women, who are obviously gunning for her championship, let them beat the hell out of each other?
If she was wise, she'd stay right where she is.
Yeah.
She,
she's a fighting champion of Voodoo Cooperstown. She's not just going to stand there and let people do it. She's going to get her ass involved, and she's going to do it. Now, Kimberly's sitting there talking to the loony bin. I mean, I don't know who she's calling loony. Is she calling Kristen loony or the obvious loony, Bree Fox?
It'd be the obvious me. Oh! Good God.
And Bree Fox comes storming it. Let's get out all three ladies on this floor right there, and this is where the cell comes into play, Voodoo Cooperstown. They are inches away from that steal.
Definitely something you should. I would utilize it.
You definitely have to utilize that structure. That's what it's there for. Now, Kimberly whipping Bree Fox into that structure right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Chain link tattoos. Gotta love them.
Well, they might not be permanent, but they're going to hurt while they're there.
Nope. Kimberly calling for the end. Oh! Good
Taking Bree's head. I mean, somebody in the fifth row back there going to catch that head, going to bring it back to us. We need to put it back on our shoulders. That's got to be it.
Oh, Kimberly's going for the pin. We got a 1, we got a 2.
That's a 3 count. Bree Fox is eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Bree Fox has been eliminated, and Kristen did do the smart thing. She waited until somebody was eliminated. Now there you see her moving the smart champion right there.
Yep, here we go. Oh, big rolling elbow. And then here goes Chrissy. She was smart to hang back, and she didn't. Now she's got to do what she's got to do.
She's got to do what she's got to do. She can't wait for anyone to do the job. Now she has to be the one to get the job done if she wants to retain her women's championship.
That's right. Oof. Chrissy looked like she was going in for the pin. We had it was a 1 count. Wisely backs off again. Charging in.
And a hip toss right into that steel. That's got to hurt.
Oh.
Definitely going to take it. Stall near your back, meeting the steel right there. Definitely, now these two women definitely have got to use this cell to their advantage. Both of these ladies have got to pull out all the stops right here. You want to walk out of this match as the champion, you're going to have to do whatever it takes. That structure is there for a reason, Voodoo Cooper.
In a very unforgiving structure, it is. Kimberly's dragging Kristen back. Sending her into the steel cage once again. Jeez. Oh!
You see, though, that the impact of that whip into the cage sent Kristen out, but Kimberly meets her with a huge lariat, knocking her back down onto the mat right there. So a huge, impactful whip into that unforgiving steel of the cell.
She's all over Kristen. Whipping her right back into the ring. And here goes Kimberly back in after her. Good God.
Remember, the pinfall takes place anywhere in that cell, as we just seen with Bree Fox.
Yeah, Bree eliminated outside, and she goes in for the... Kimberly going in for the pin.
Going for the pin of 1 and 2, and a tap with the shoulder up. Kimberly obviously asking herself, now you got to be thinking to yourself, if you're Kimberly, what do I got to do to put this lady away? What do I have to do to become the women's champion? And when you get that thought, and when it comes, looks at the turnbuckle and nods now. Oh, boy.
Is she having conversations with the turnbuckle now?
I think she's just nodding to the fact that she's going to go ahead and climb to the top rope.
Ah, gotcha.
Patting her knee pads right there. Kimberly perched on the top rope, waiting for Kristen to approach. Kristen comes storming in, knocking Kimberly down right there. You see Kimberly taking too much time, agreeing with herself that this is a good idea. Well, I'll tell you what, anytime you're going to agree with yourself, chances are it was a bad idea.
Kristen sets her up and boom! Down with a superplex.
Huge superplex right there by the ACW Women's Champion. Firmly now, the momentum has changed in the hands of the champion. How much does the champion have left in her, though, Voodoo Cooper? She has met the steel. Kimberly has not. The champion has been tossed into the steel on several occasions. How much is left in the tank of the champion right here? You got to pull it all out. You got to put it all on the line.
Oh, I don't know, because, you know, that superplex takes a lot out of both of you. Oh, Kristen's going in for the pin.
There's a pin right there. Kristen with her arm draped over to 1, 2, and a Kimberly somehow getting her shoulder up after that huge superplex. Definitely took both ladies out for a moment. Kristen had a little left in the tank to go for the pin attempt right there. Very smart attempt, but somehow Kimberly Lano with the shoulder up.
Both women
Both of these ladies down on their back, obviously resting. And now Kimberly somehow the first woman to be making some kind of movement, some way, getting to her feet, and then falling right back down. No, yeah, so much for that.
Oh, I can see that happening.
Now the women's champion making her way to her feet, and she successfully gets to her feet and does not fall back down. However, Kimberly shoves her back down. So Kimberly's like, you're going to stay down regardless.
Oh! That had to rattle some chiclets, man.
That's definitely going to rattle what marbles were left from that elbow, and it's definitely going to reset them. You can only imagine what it's like to be inside of that dome of Kristen right now.
Oh. You know, she's got her by the hair. She's pulling her back.
Pulling her by the hair.
If Kristen doesn't have a headache, she sure has one now.
Well, she definitely has one now. There's no doubt about it. I wonder if Mr. Hollywood has moved at all. Has anyone even bothered to check? I don't think so.
I haven't even looked. Still got Kristen by the back of the head.
Kimberly dragging her out from under the bottom of that rope right there on top of the ramp that's connected to the ring.
No, he's still dead in the water.
Well, looks like we'll start next week's show off with a eulogy. Somebody will give one.
Sergeant Kristen right against the door.
Once again, Kristen is the one meeting the steal. Kimberly, as of yet, has not.
Oh, and she whooped her right outside the door. Kristen
She kicked her head off, and the impact for that kick sent her right through the door. Somehow, ladies and gentlemen, she falls right through that door, and this Hell in a Cell match is now taking place on the ramp. And there's a pinfall. 1, 2. Kristen with the shoulder up. I don't even think that pin would count. I mean, one would have to question. It's a Hell in a Cell match, it's not ramp match.
Hell in a ramp match.
Hell on a ramp, ladies and gentlemen. Nevertheless, the women's champion laid out there on the floor. Kimberly now hovering over her, grabbing a hold of that leg, going to drag her back inside the cell. Kristen get out there and lock that door shut.
No kidding.
Got to keep them in there. That structure's there to keep them in, not let them out. Kimberly now saying it's over.
Kristen knocking her back with a big rolling elbow right into the ropes. Looks like Chrissy was playing a little possum. Chrissy hit her with that Busako knee.
You don't win championships by being stupid, Cooperstone.
You're telling me you know something I don't know? You insulting my intelligence, sir? Maybe.
No, never. No, that's never the case. It's one of those moments where I normally say absolutely, but I had to think about it for a second.
Kimberly back to her feet and Kristen down along the side of the ring.
Both of these ladies definitely fatigued. Both of these women definitely have to be running on empty or damn near it. 20 minutes have gone by already in this matchup.
Wow, already.
Kristen, the women's champion, has taken, from my vantage point, the brunt of the beating, so to speak. I mean,
she grabbed Kimberly's foot and took her right down to her
Crystal,
back.
now, Crystal being a very smart referee, making sure that both of these competitors could actually continue. And obviously, Kristen, by yanking Kimberly down to the floor, is saying we're going to continue anyway.
That's right. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. I don't even know who Gracie is. Who's Gracie?
Oh! She was hanging over and she just... You see that double axe handle drop? Just knocked her right off.
Knocked her right off that ramp. Very impactful Canadian bacon style. You know how powerful that bacon is in Canada, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Double axe handle right there from Kristen. On to Kimberly. Now Kimberly down on the floor. Kristen going and now draping her arm over Kimberly for a quick pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I believe
Kristen retains. Still your women's ACW women's champ. Wow. And Hollywood
she somehow, some way, was able to pull off the match and still walk out of hell, Voodoo Cooperstone.
Yes.
The ACW Women's Champion. I wonder what next week has in store for Kimberly now, because we remember Kimberly was the one that started the I was screwed stuff now. Well, Kimberly, now you can no longer say you were screwed. It came down to you and Kristen. You were locked in a cell. Nobody else can get in. Nobody can get out, well, for the entire match. There's no excuses now. You lost.
That's right. She got her match. She gave it all. And she ended up on the losing side. She has nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You gave it your all, but you got beat by the better person. So just admit that and move on with your career.
That is correct.
So, nevertheless, Kristen retains her ACW Women's Championship in the first of 2 Hell in a Cell matches. Ladies and gentlemen, that can only mean one thing. They're moments away from a first in Second Life Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Hell in a Cell Inferno match combined into what? 2 brothers who obviously for the longest of time could not get along. They're going to settle their differences. In the middle of that cell, it's going to be surrounded by an inferno. And if if either of them are somehow able to walk out, whoever is able to walk out will walk out as the first ever ACW World Champion.
I
don't know how it's physically possible for either of them to walk out of a match like this. But nevertheless, somehow, someway, Voodoo Cooperstone, tonight, we are going to crown the first ever ACW World Champion. Now, will that person be able to walk out of here? Who the hell knows? But I will guarantee that one of these two men will be the champion when they leave. How they leave, it's up to them. I don't care. But I want to crown a champion. I'm going to crown one next.
Oh, boy, it lives. Crap. Ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood lives. Another day.
Well, I guess he was just taking another nap like everybody else does during his matches.
That's too bad.
I'm not personally going to crown Kurt. I mean, if you want to crown them, you could do it. I mean, you could sit there and take the honors of doing such thing. Rama, you are the nursing home world champion. Yes, we are well aware of that.
The rocker champion. Yes. Nice job. High five.
Look, he's even taken a while to rematch. Okay, Rama.
Yeah,
look at Kurt. Looking for his sledgehammer. Kurt Bombastic not banned from this arena. I don't know how I didn't do that. Guy's a loose cannon.
Oh yes. Oh mercy. Okay.
Nevertheless, moments away, Voodoo Cooperstone, are you ready for the HELLoween main event?
Yes, I am, actually.
Crystal, if I...
Should we go through some sponsors?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I mean, I'll let you.
Grazie. Alrighty. Sit Reach Photography. Contact Cagnar Beck for pricing information. Honey Blunts Designs. Honey Blunts for all those hippie trippy moments in and out of the ring. Also specialized gear to make sure you look great in that ring. At most of your favorite wrestling federations in Next Gen Central, please contact Honey Blunts Resident for more information. Absolute Animations offers high-quality animations and poses for all your virtual needs. Along with many animations and poses we have on Marketplace and in our in-world store, we accept custom animation and pose requests. Send a detailed note card to Absolute Animations Resident. For all information and landmarks can be found right outside here at the main entrance. If you're interested in ACW sponsoring for your Second Life business, blog, or next big event, contact Killarney, Valley Star, or Jack C. Citron for pricing information. And there you have it. Stop poking me with a stick, Kirk. Ooh.
That was very nicely done, Voodoo. Now, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for a First and Second Life Wrestling? A Hell in a Cell Inferno match. It has never happened. I don't care what anyone tries to say. It has never happened. All in one. Somehow, if one of these men are able to walk out, if they are able to somehow walk out of here, we're going to crown a champion regardless. So we'll not crown because Kurt is here with a sledgehammer. I did not ban him. I forgot to. I'm sorry, guys. If Kurt somehow finds his way inside that cell, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Kurt will find his way in there. Door locked. Maybe, unless he's got a pair of bolt cutters.
Well, I mean, here we go. Brother versus brother. 2.5 months of building up into this day. Finally, the fans, the ACW fans, are going to finally get to see the match they have waited for, they have begged for 2.5 months. Brother versus brother, a cage inferno is going to keep these two men closed in.
Oh yeah, you may want to have to read these because I'm a little locked up at the moment.
Because we had a rig from Granite City, Illinois. He calls himself the natural Michael Carson. Obviously a battle between the Carson brothers here tonight.
Oh yeah, brother versus brother. You know these rivalries tend to be over the top, intense more than any other rivalry.
Sibling rivalries always make you say, what the fuck, or holy shit. And I expect nothing more than a crap load. I said crap and I just said shit. Never a shitload of holy shit moments right here in the main event.
All right. Definitely Michael having the fans' side here.
Well, I mean, he's got people cheering from a few people here and there. Braden Carson, obviously, the best in the grid. We'll see.
Well, self-imposed best in the grid.
Yeah,
From St. Louis, Missouri, he stands in at 6'1", weighing in 220 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Braden Carson.
This is definitely a matchup Voodoo Cooperson I've been waiting months for. I have no idea how either one of these men are going to walk out of here. All I know is we need a champion, and it's going to happen. Oh, there's pyro going off. Someone apparently cut the budget all the way.
Oh, I guess not. I didn't think there was pyro out because that swamp gas may caught.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure my pockets are spent, so I didn't buy those.
Yeah, okay. The man with the limitless budget.
Definitely. Michael now stalking his brother right there. Braden standing there staring a hole at one another. These two men born into the same family, but for some reason, for some thing unbeknownst to us, they hate one another. Braden Carson tired of standing in the shadow of Michael Carson, and he can move out of that shadow if he is somehow, someway able to escape hell here tonight.
But can he do it? Because he's got two.
Well, I'll tell you what. You said, can he do it? You say, can he do it? And there you go. The flames now rising, ladies and gentlemen. It just got at least 100 degrees hotter right here in the Apex Arena. I'm sweating already. I mean, Jesus Christ. And Voodoo, the flames are real close to us. So, I mean, one high impactful move and that could blow your eyebrows off. Not that you have any anyway.
Well, at least I cut my hair, so
yeah,
there's less to burn.
I mean, I don't even know what the hell you are right now, still to this day. I mean, I see those flames and I look at you and I'm scared. I'm terrified.
I'm anonymous. I am the god of redemption.
Braden telling Michael it is now over for you. Those flames, the cell, these two men are going to lock up 2.5 months. We've waited for this day. Now Braden charging him, but Michael catching him, charging Luther Express. Left and right's right there. So right now, right off the bat, Michael Carson on the offense.
Yeah,
so much for Braden. So much for Braden running his mouth. So much for Braden running his mouth at the very outset of the matchup. You know, it's over for you. Well, it didn't look over right there.
Oh, Braden ducking under.
Michael going for a clothesline. Braden ducking it. Both hitting off the ropes.
Oh, boy.
Braden going for a clothesline. Now Michael ducking other. See these two blood brothers, Voodoo. Blood brothers. I said it earlier with Jamal Travis. Yeah, I said it earlier when Jamal Travis fought JC Storm. When you work with somebody for years, you know them better than anybody. But when you grow up, when you live with, and everything that these two brothers have been through together, nobody knows you better than your brother. And,
exactly.
What hell of a matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. One great way to end the very first free preview. And a huge drop kick right there by Michael Carson, sending Braden to the mat. So in the early going of this matchup, Michael Carson on the offense, Braden on defense.
Going in for a pin.
And a huge quick pin right away. And just a one count right there. Braden getting his shield up real quick. Showed his brother he is the man.
I tell you what, this has definitely got off to a jackrabbit pace. I don't know if these two should slow down, but I don't think it's in their vocabulary.
All this sweat. I don't think slow down's in their vocabulary. No, that's not going to happen. So you need to take a break. break to catch your breath like I definitely will. Go ahead and take a swig of something good and catch your breath. And as much as possible right there. Tilt the world backbreaker right there. Braden Carson sending Michael down into the mat right there. You see, unlike... Braden, is he going for a pit? Yeah, he's going for a pit right there. It's too early, though. I'll tell you that, Voodoo Cooper. So way too early. I said these guys may know each other. These guys know each other than anybody, and they should both know that going for pin attempts this early in a match against the other is not going to work.
They just have to physically wear each other down in order to get anything close to a near pin.
Absolutely right there. Now Michael with a wrist lock.
Oh, and Braden's counter with a... Oh, boy. No! Big slam. That just happened so fast I couldn't even think it. I couldn't even get my words out fast enough.
This match does end in a pinfall. The fire is surrounding the ring to keep these guys in cage as much as possible. You don't win by setting your opponent on fire. The match ends in a pinfall or submission.
Big knee to the
Brady bouncing off the ropes right there. One thing to keep in mind, every time they bounce off those ropes, they are awfully close to those flames, Voodoo Cooperstone.
Yeah, that could set the soles of their boots on fire, and next thing you know, they get a hot foot. Michael going in for the pin. We get a one, we get it. Oh, Braden kicking out at one.
The 2 count right there. Michael obviously frustrated right now, not being able to put his brother down. Braden the older of the 2, but Michael the more successful of the 2.
That's going to make Braden want it even more, I would say.
A huge hammerlock right there.
Braden wisely snap-maring him over, but they're both
face over to back to the feet, and now Braden with a headlock. He's too quick as fucking anything you can imagine. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to keep up with the fast-paced action, so we're just going to call things as we see it. Ladies and gentlemen, the show being recorded by Camera Kitty. It will be on YouTube. As I said, you can hear my commentary, watch the action in slow motion. You'll be able to understand me and see what happens.
I don't think you can even auction fast enough to keep up with these two, Jack.
You bring bar moonsault right there by Braden Carson onto Michael right there, going for the pin again, I think. Yep.
No, yep. Here he goes.
There, 1, 2. And a shoulder up right there. Michael not ready to give it away yet. Ladies and gentlemen, main event, ACW HELLoween. One of these men walking out here to the first ever ACW World Champion.
Yep, and Braden looks like he's getting a little bit pissy with the referee. Just a little bit.
Well, I mean, you could get pissy with the referee all you want, but getting pissy with the referee, that's definitely not going to get the job done.
No, exactly not. Michael sending his little brother back up against the ropes.
He's damn near close to those flames. Michael's brother, Braden, is the older brother. And a huge drop kick. Oh! Holy shit, over the top rope, over the flames, and onto that ramp. Dangerously close to those flames is Braden Carson right now. Michael wisely backing up to the center of the ring of those flames, raising higher.
Oh, this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
That's absolutely nuts. I mean, if I'm Braden Carson, I'm going to run through that door and just call it a night. My life is more important than a championship.
Oh, definitely, yes. Especially when it comes to fire. Oh,
Crystal standing in the ring, asking if Braden's okay. Crystal, you have no other option. Just stand in the middle and let them do whatever.
Who was the one that came out with the gasoline? Was it Michael? Oh, big
it was
suicide
Michael.
dive.
Michael suicide diving over the flames and out onto the floor into Braden right there. Braden smacking his back right off that cage. Ladies and gentlemen, they have Subway minutes to find their way out of that ring, outside of that inferno.
Oh my God!
Braden's back smashing right off into that cage right there.
It makes you want to wonder,
it makes you definitely glad that I'm sitting at this table and not a part of that matchup, I'll tell you that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's right, absolutely. You use that word all you want. Michael
doesn't make your
on
head
his
swell.
feet, moving to the opposite side of the ring, dangerously close to those flames. I don't think I've seen Braden Carson move ever since smacking off of that cell.
I haven't.
Now Michael going underneath the ring with a steel chair in his hand. Michael has got a chair, introducing even more weapons into this environment, which is already loaded with things to do.
I think it's a little payback because, if I'm not mistaken, Braden's been known to use a chair during recent events.
Michael swinging a chair, Braden ducking it quickly underneath the chair right there. So Michael swinging a miss, and Braden with a huge super kick, kicking Michael's face right off, ladies and gentlemen. Braden Carson playing possum on the outside of the ring. That's how you get things done. I tell you, outsmart your opponents. Just be smarter than your opponent, and you're going to win.
Even if it is your brother.
Even it doesn't matter who it is. As long as you're a smarter man, you're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Braden's picking up the chair.
Now Braden with the chair in his hand. Michael down, definitely just got his head kicked off. Somebody back there in the graveyard, Hollywood. Oh, you left. Never mind. We're going to need Michael's head back. Now Braden demanding, screaming at Michael Carson, telling him to get his ass up. Michael getting up, wobbly. Braden swinging the chair. Boom! Right down onto the spine, the lower back area. Michael Carson right there.
That was one hell of a chair shot.
Tell you, he swung that bat like he played for the Kansas City Royals in the World Series.
Oh, definitely, yes. Swing batter. You know, you could tell when there's no love lost between these two because he put everything he could behind that chair shot.
Definitely. Now Braden Irish whipping his brother into that steel of the cell.
The unforgiven steel.
There's absolutely not one piece of that structure that is forgiving Voodoo Cooperstone. A huge power bomb right into the steel right there. That's definitely going to take it. So holy shit. I'm going to swear I don't care. Everyone else does.
Everybody else does.
You talk about unforgiving. There's nothing more unforgiving than being power bombed into that most unforgiving structure. Cooper's Michael definitely down. Braden somehow. I mean, I don't know if pinfalls could take place outside of the ring. I mean, because it's supposed to be inside. These two were never supposed to make it out, but somehow they did. Somehow, some way, they took the dangerous risk.
Both guys just exchanging lefts and big lefts, forearms and right forearms and all that. It's just incredible the way these two are just going at it.
Oh, there you see Michael taking advantage of the environment. They're bashing Braden's head right off that steel case. The fans loving it. Michael definitely has a fan support here today. Braden, woozy, drowsy, I don't know, whatever else you want to call it. He just got his head smashed into steel.
Oof. It's like
Michael obviously walking away, taking a breather, but you got to be smart, Michael. Get back on him if you want to win. You cannot allow your brother that much time. You can't allow anybody that much time to recuperate. It doesn't matter if you just smacked his face off his damn cage.
Get on him and stay on him. Well, he's going fishing again.
He's going back under the ring. Now he's got a table. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Carson has got a table from under the ring. These two men laying it all on the line. One of these men walk out here the very first ever ACW World Champion. Brother versus brother. 2.5 months in the making. We are finally here.
I thought he was going to set that in front of us there for a minute. So I was going to say it's a good thing we got this screen protecting us.
It's a good thing that the cage is protecting us. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't want to get anywhere near these two.
No, me either.
Now he set that table up. Now he's getting up on top of that table. Back on top of the ramp, eyeing his brother Braden, who is now barely starting to move, starting to somehow, somebody get to his feet. You see his head busted wide open right there from those shots off the cell right there. Now Michael grabbing Braden, dragging him.
He's got him by the back of the
stairs onto the ramp, ladies and gentlemen. Near that table. Watch out. Dangerously close to those flames, Voodoo Cooperstone. Those flames still there. You cannot forget that. I mean, I'm sweating and we're this far away from it. Can you imagine?
Oh, these two just tooth and nail.
Braden spinning heel kick, making Michael drowsy and dizzy right there. Place going nuts right there. Braden now Go to the opposite side. Good in front of Michael. Going to grab him. Huge knee to the gut right there. Michael Carson. Braden picking him up.
Oh boy, this is not going to be
Spike
good.
power driver.
Oh,
Spike power driver
Jesus.
through the table. Holy shit, that's got to be. I don't care who you are. I don't care how tough you are. That is over right there. The match is over. Voodoo
That
Cooper
is
Stone.
over.
All Braden
I
does
agree.
have to do,
Sling that
put
on.
his arm over it. That's it.
Yep, done. Finite. That was insane.
Awesome. That was amazing, Voodoo Cooper Stone. I've never in my life seen anyone get up from that. I can almost guarantee you that that's going to be the case there. Now Braden getting to his feet. All he has to do is pin his brother, and he's going to cement his name in ACW history and become the first ever ACW World Champion. Michael has not moved. It is definitely over. All Braden has to do is pin him.
Yep. That'd be all she wrote, but he's taking, oh boy. He's
definitely
up.
taking too much time right now.
Yeah, but he's staring up.
Braden is staring at the top of the cell. What the hell is he doing? He's definitely got this match won. There's no doubt about it that this match is over. Now Braden walking around the opposite side. And
Don't tell me he's done. No.
oh, he's fighting with that chain that Crystal finally put on the cage right there. Now he got it open, Voodoo. He's got it
kicked the door open.
He's staring at the top, so that's only one thing. Braden Carson is going to climb to the top of the cell. I don't know why he's doing that, though. He's already had the match won. Michael Carson now somehow manages to get his way to his feet. I don't know how the hell he got up.
Oh, boy.
Braden at the top of the cell. Michael down there collecting what's left of his head.
Wow.
Braden waiting at top of the cell, yelling for his brother, "Get your dumbass up here." Yelling as Braden waits. Michael, I guess, is going to go out there and climb after him. Now, Michael,
I don't
I
see
don't know
Michael
how smart
refusing
that
this
is,
challenge.
Voodoo. I mean,
It's not
obviously
smart at
Braden's
all.
up there waiting. You know what? I mean, what the hell are you thinking? Now, there's Michael climbing to the top really rapidly. Michael up there in a hurry.
I don't know what the hell he's thinking either, but he's not going to back down. Oh! Big forearm smash out to the bleed. Oh boy, this isn't going to be good, Jack. This is not going to be pretty. You know as well as I do. I've been up the top of one of these things, and it's a long way down. Both men just locking up, kicking and punching, and just trying to pull out all the stops. Oh boy. Oh, slamming him down to the top of the cage. Michael just hovering over Braden. Here we go. He's got him in the sharpshooter. And a whole lot that's not going to do up there, up top. Referee's down below. You just suppose he's softening him up. This could go one or two ways, ladies and gentlemen. One or two ways. Brother versus brother. This is just crazy.
Absolutely
just-
the best wrestling action
Couldn't
on
agree
Tuesday
more.
nights. Crystal obviously has no way to get up there. She's trapped. So Michael and Braden, whoever wants to win this match, Voodoo Cooper Stone, they're
Mhm.
definitely going to have to do it in that middle of the ring. The referee
That's right.
cannot
That's
get
right.
out.
Michael's wisely climbing back down just after he's leaving.
Michael, yeah, you
He's
see
left
Michael,
Braden
he's
in a heap.
fuck it, I can't win up here. I'm going to climb down. Now Braden somehow, someway moving up there, getting to his feet.
Oh, definitely.
Now Braden climbing down rapidly. I mean, he's getting down there in a hurry, Voodoo.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like it's like shimmering.
He took like 7
a lot of-
energy drinks or something right there, but he's down. And Michael meeting with an eye rake, raking the eyes right there at Braden. And Michael rakes the eyes and runs into the cage, dragging Braden in there with him.
Imagine if he, imagine if he slammed the cage door shut just as his brother was running into the
That would be, but nevertheless, Michael dangerously close to those flames right there. Braden storming in and back body drop over the flames and back into the ring. Now, ladies and gentlemen, those flames got high. They got really high, almost touching the skin. I can almost guarantee you that there's some part of Braden Carson's body that got burnt. It might not be severely burnt, but something got burnt right there, Voodoo Cooperstone.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Just a little singe here and there. But, you know, when you get those flames even just remotely touching your skin, even for a brief second, it still hurts like a bitch.
They're very hot. It's very hot.
Well, I can feel it.
I'm almost getting burned just by sitting here. Are you making fun of me right now?
Hot.
Michael comes storming in, another suicide dive over. So much like the way Michael got out of the ring, he's going to throw himself back into the ring that way. And now we're back in a place where the match can come to an end. Now one of these men can finally put the other away, as they are now near Crystal, the referee.
Mm-hmm. It was wise of them to both take it back in the ring because nobody was going to win it from up there. There's no winners up there. Even if
there was absolutely no way they could win. I mean, it doesn't matter. Now, Michael Carson going for a pin. Crystal there in position. 1, 2, and nope. Braden Carson shoulder up.
Wow. How he ever got his shoulder up is beyond me. Oh, here we go. Cuss fest. Well, Michael is definitely getting
obviously
pissed off.
Not happy right there.
No.
What do I got to do? That's got to be running through Michael Carson's mind. What does he have to do to put Braden away? But the same thing has to be going through Braden's mind. Mm-hmm. What does Braden have to do to put Michael away?
Absolutely. It's only a matter of time.
Braden Irish whipping Michael into the corner right there. Dangerously close, Voodoo. To those flames with a huge running high knee. Michael, he's got to get out of that corner. If you're Michael Carson, you do whatever you can.
You got to do those moves quick because you run the risk of toasting yourself.
But Braden, you talk about quickness. He's just laying a series of kicks in, and now kicking Michael's head off, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Michael Carson laying motionless center of the ring. Braden now taking his time and
he's calling,
yelling, and saying it's over with, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking too much time now. Now he's telling Michael to get up. Braden, he's already down. The smart thing to do would have been to pin him, but now he's getting back up. You don't think he can get up? As soon as he say, I don't think he's getting up, he gets up.
Yep. I eat my words. I'll eat my words.
You just ate your own words there.
Toasted over an open flame. They tasted pretty damn good, I must admit.
Now Braden picking Michael up. Huge bicycle kick right there. Michael is out cold. That's got to be it. We've seen Braden Carson win last week on Sabotage with that very same move as he pinned Mr. Hollywood. There he goes, draping the arm over his brother. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Braden Carson has cemented his name in ACW wrestling history. Braden Carson no longer standing in the shadow of his brother. Braden Carson has proved right here tonight that he is the better Carson because Braden Carson is now the first ever ACW World Heavyweight Champion.
Whether you love him or you hate him, we got to congratulate him because,
love him, hate him, it doesn't matter what you do. Yep. The fact of the matter is, Braden Carson came here to HELLoween. He got the job done.
Yep, he got the job done. And he no longer lives in the shadow of his brother, which he's been doing for the last, 5 years?
No longer in the shadow. Now Michael Carson begins to know how Braden Carson has felt for those 5 years. Michael Carson can finally feel what Braden Carson felt for 5 years. Now Michael Carson is standing in the shadow of Braden Carson.
Yep. Oh, boy. Demanding his belt, but it's rightfully deserved. As much as I hate to admit it.
5 years in the making, ladies and gentlemen. 5 years. Braden Carson has worked for this moment to be able to defeat your brother for your very first world. There's no greater feeling in the world, especially when your brother made you stand in their shadows for 5 years, and you get to, the first time you get to win is by defeating them. That is an amazing feeling. I guarantee you, Braden Carson is on top of the world right now. If you're Michael Carson, you have to ask yourself, how am I going to stand in my brother's shadow now? I've been so used to being the top dog. I've been so used to being the better Carson. Well, guess what, Michael? You are no longer that top dog. That now belongs to Braden. Speaking of Michael, he has not moved. Maybe we can get somebody to revive him sometime next year. You see Braden Carson continuing his celebration at the top of the cell. Well-deserved. 5 years in the making, Voodoo, you know all about. Waiting forever to get your chance to shine. It took you 4 years. Braden Carson had you beat, but finally, Braden Carson could say he's reached the top. Finally, Braden Carson is the world heavyweight champion.
Like I said, rightfully deserved. Rightfully deserved. Just crazy.
I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here and making this possible. Our very first free preview, and we love you. I mean, we love you. It's that simple.
Exactly. Without you, there would be no...
Without you fans, without you people coming here to put on these shows, we would be doing it for nothing. So the first 2.5 months of ACW has been amazing, and week after week there's been more and more people coming, and we owe it all to you. I mean, because it's you that are bringing your friends. It's you that are taking on your friends and saying, come on, put a ticket on. Tickets are something completely new, and we wouldn't be able to do that without you helping us support ACW, without you hand your friends tickets. So thank you. It's all possible because of you. This was a great free preview. We hope you enjoyed it. We're here each and every week at 5 p.m. Tuesday nights, every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I am Voodoo Cooperstone alongside my good buddy, the absolute best, Jack Citron. We thank you again, and good night.
This video was filmed on location by Zarrakan Productions. Zarrakan Productions is an umbrella group for many YouTube shows and businesses both inside and outside of Second Life. Please go to Zarrakan.com for a complete listing of shows and businesses associated with Zarrakan Productions, and their own media links. Zarrakan Productions shows have been organized alphabetically in playlists in a year, month, day format for easier video navigation. Multiple part videos have been named accordingly, starting with part 1, and the last video of a multiple part video series will have end as a part of its title. Please like, comment, and share this video as it helps both Zarrakan Productions and the creators of this video's content. Also, be sure to check the playlists for past episodes of show content, and subscribe to this channel for future videos. Thank you for watching, and happy wandering.